call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Iowa's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So Oregon's offense will go to work for the first time today. This has been a special season, and this guy's play has gotten him right in the mix for the Heisman Trophy. Jesse, what are you looking for in his final few weeks to get him across that finish line?
Consistency, and even beyond that, David, I think elevate. Can he elevate his game? He's
breaks into the open. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
The Ducks will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it'll be down right there. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's McLeod. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking for room. It's Lester. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got a man. It's McLeod. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Looking for a man. It's Knox. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think
Breaks into the open on the left. Touchdown, Oregon. Excellent pass by the back on the option. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line, it's Tuggle. And the defense holds firm, no pickup at all on that play. So now it's second and long. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Cobb sliding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield.
And we're going to call his name a lot today because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week because he's a staple in this offense. Puts up big numbers, makes big plays, and that's why he's also in the Heisman Trophy conversation. A wide receiver in that debate is special. This dude is special.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an...
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on.
It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engaged, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back back to throw. It's Knox. Tosses it incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. On target over the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it, they're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tight end now in motion. Rides the back on the option, the give. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air, it's Knox. Sets up the screen. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes a handoff. It's Lester. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Finding open areas. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And makes the grab on the left side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Dropping back, it's Knox. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a...
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the 1st half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Hawk, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to go in at halftime to potentially make some adjustment.
Turning it on. The 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the lone running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll move the wide receiver. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Iowa City.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Looking downfield on 1st down. The screen, and watch out.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Right down the middle. Finds space on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Lost to throw again. Sends it downfield. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down. You move on to the next game. Start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Offense in a split backfield. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Ducks will try to punch it in on first and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The give on the inside. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He's looking to pass. Under fire. Can make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And the Hawkeyes backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. And he's swallowed up. Of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He leaves it with his back. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15.
On the set.
The give. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Powers through the defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way. That physical ground game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for room. It's Wolf. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The run from the shotgun. There he goes.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. With the catch, it's Ellington. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Field goal is good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Back to throw, it's Parker. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Wants to return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Leaves it with the back. Creates a little space.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Line gets set, first down. Snags it over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The give as they work on that clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Ellington. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Dropping back, it's Parker. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Wide open downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is